Welcome to the Boating Business Success Podcast, where we talk about expert insights, success stories, and exclusive strategies from successful professionals in the marine industry. Today, I have Wendy Ramsey from Ontario, Canada, General Manager of Pirate Cove Marina. Super excited to have you here, Wendy. Thank you so much for your time and for your consideration to be here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start talking a little bit about what you do. What does your business do, and you can talk a little bit about your team and where you are located, just general information.
So Pirate Cove Marina is located in Kemptville, Ontario. I have a team of about 20 people. We're continually looking to expand our team from sales to service. This year we launched a distribution partnership with Legend Boats, and we're started to distribute to 4 different RV locations, creating a new avenue for us to try to get more boats sold in the Ontario market. We also have 96 slips here with a heated swimming pool, full grassed areas for customers to come and barbecue, spend time with families, picnic table, play structure, volleyball, horseshoe, campfire pit, and bathrooms. We have a peninsula that covers our area, so from the winds. So people come out here a lot and enjoy it as a cottage or a place to get away from the city because we're only about 25 minutes from downtown. And we have a full-on service team with certified guys with Mercury and Yamaha and continually expanding their knowledge. And I am the general manager here, so I oversee our showroom, our sales department, our sales team, our accounting team. We have a large indoor storage facility as well on property, and we do a lot of contracts with some government here as well. So I oversee everybody and everything that happens here as well. And then I also own another business called RBK Distribution, which is Vantage Protection Products, which is interior, exterior product protection for boats that we sell directly to dealerships across Canada. That's just a little bit about me.
That's so cool. That's a lot. How did you get started in the industry?
Back in 94, my parents had decided to purchase the marina. So I started at a very young age where I learned how to drive a truck with barely being able to reach the gas pedal and backing it up and emptying garbages, cleaning bathrooms, and helping pump fuel in boats. And then I worked my way up into the service office, cleaning and filing. I got a diploma in marketing from a local college here, and then started to run our service department, did all our marketing. Then I moved up into the management position, and in 2019, I actually purchased the marina from my mother. My father had passed back in 2000, so she kept this business running, and they also had some construction businesses in town that my brother has purchased in the last 10 years. And then I was approached over a year ago wondering if I would sell my business, and my first reaction was no.
You
And
love it.
then they said, "Are you open to conversation?" So I said, "You know what? I need to actually think about this. I have 3 kids, 10 and under, very busy, and I'm very active within the marine industry as well, within the education side and promoting, trying to get into local high schools and talking to them to let them know about the possibility of working in the marine industry." So I am also part of Boating Ontario, and I am their education promoter, actually. So that's kind of how the marina started. And then I ended up selling a year ago and still here running the marina. Nothing's changed, same people, and we're just keep on adding to our portfolio here. So we're growing and growing with our local economy as well.
That's so cool. What are some of the things that you're most proud of?
I am most proud of starting my initiative with the Ministry of Labor here in Ontario 2 years ago. They had level up career fairs, and I was able to get local marinas from each location and Mercury Canada and Yamaha Canada and Volvo to participate in these career fairs to educate students coming through. It went to 9 last year, different locations. And then this year it's moving into more. And recently, my biggest accomplishment for myself would be a recipient of the 40 under 40 in Ottawa. So, and then personally, my biggest accomplishment there are my 3 children. So
Love
they are
it.
my everything.
Love that. How was that 40 under 40? How did you win that?
Uh, it was quite a lengthy process of submitting an application in. A friend of mine who owns a business here in Ottawa, Gifford Carr, thought it would be a great idea to nominate myself. So he put the nomination in, and then I worked out my application for it and submitted it in. And out of a couple hundred applications that were submitted, there was 40 of us that were chosen for it. So it went from what you did in the business to what you do charitably to your involvement in your local community to where you see yourself and what you want to accomplish being a part of the 40 under 40.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Wendy, regarding the dealership, what do you think are the main things that have helped you grow?
The main things that have helped me grow is to work as a team here and make everybody feel involved in the decision making processes and really taking time to listen to what the employees are saying who are dealing with the customers firsthand, and also being able to pivot quickly to the industry as it changes. Right now, I know that sales are down across the board, so it's pivoting to the customer service side of things, making sure everything we do, the customers know that we're here for them. We want to teach them how to use their boat. We are here to create memories with them and their families. That's our biggest thing,
Mhm.
is our customers. If we didn't have our customers and we didn't have our loyal customers that come back year after year, we wouldn't be here anymore. So they're the reason why we are who we are today.
Love it. What kind of customers do you have? What do they like to do? What kind of boats do they buy?
So our main focus is fishing boats. We sell Lund fishing boats, Sylvan pontoon boats, and Phoenix bass boats. Those are our 3 main focuses, and our customers are mainly fishing guys that are coming in. Our slip customers will
Interesting.
range from a 16-foot fishing boat to a 40-foot cruiser. So they use our facility as a getaway from the city, or to be able to go out on the Rideau River here and do some musky fishing or bass fishing.
Hmm.
And then we have a lot of service customers. We have it
Hmm.
ranges. It all depends on what people are looking for. We service a lot of outboard engines. We have seen a big turnaround from inboard to outboard engines here in our area. So we just have a wide range of customers. From our demographic changes from 20 to 70. So we service everybody
Hmm.
and make everybody feel welcome.
Got it. Are you from Kempville originally?
Originally, I'm from Mantic, which is just another small town about 20
Hmm.
minutes from Kempville, not even. And so very much a country girl now.
Hmm.
Never moved back towards the city.
How's the boating lifestyle there?
Our boating season is
Mostly
quite
ship
short.
fishing? Oh, okay.
Lots of fishing, lots of day boating. There's lots of tubing and water skiing. Wake surfing is huge out among the lakes here as well. So you see a lot of day boating.
Interesting. Yeah, it's different from Florida, definitely.
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
Florida
we
would
have
be
from May until October to use boats here. So depending on weather, these last couple days here have been rainy, so nobody's out using their boats. But the beginning of the week, it was 34 degrees here, so everybody's out in the water using boats and enjoying the nice weather we've been having.
hmm. Yeah, it's a short time to enjoy, right? I can imagine everybody goes out
Yeah, and then our
because then
kids
you're
don't school until the end of June here, or mid-June, depending on what school board they're with. So it's even shorter. And then they have soccer and everything starting up too. So
Hmm. Interesting. Um, let's see. So if you had to describe the experience of someone that buys a boat from Pirate Cove Marina, how does that look like from first contact to happy customer?
well, from first contact, we have Connie who greets the customer as they walk in, and we'll direct them either to get some coffee or water. And then our sales team will get up and introduce themselves, whoever is available, to show them what they're looking for. But we like to sit down with our customers first to really gain some knowledge to how they're going to use the boat, how many people they want on the boat with them, are there pets that are going to be coming on, lots of family members, or are you going to be doing this on your own? So, depending on the size of the boat, to be able to trailer and to launch yourself. And then it moves through to our finance office, making sure
Hmm.
that you have the proper insurance or interior exterior product protection that you should be getting for your boat. We try to sell the customer a boat that's going to fit their needs. They can come in looking for a pontoon boat, end up with a fishing boat, or vice versa. Um, we're here to really help the customers and educate them as to, if you're on a smaller lake, a bigger lake, what size of boat you should have, what motor you should be pairing with your boat. So the boats that we bring in from factory, we don't bring them in with the least amount of horsepower on them. We try to make them as compatible as we can to make sure that people are going to be able to do what they want to do with that unit that they're buying. And
Hmm.
then we're right on the water. So at delivery, we take the customer out for about 45 minutes on the water, make sure they know how to handle their boat, use their boat, everything is functioning, how to put the boat back on the trailer, rinse it off, take a picture of them in front of our sign, and make sure they're happy and ask if we can post it on social media.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect process. And then how do you attract your customers? How do you find most of them currently?
So currently, I have a great marketing team, Liz and Pete, who do all my marketing and social media for me. And we've been using Marketplace a lot on Facebook. Marketplace,
Hmm.
Instagram. They've created lots of TikTok videos and YouTube channel, and that's been our direction. And we see that it's working quite well for us. So,
Interesting.
not a lot
So
of focus on
posting.
radio ads.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Not a lot of focus anymore on the radio ads or TV commercials,
Oh,
local
okay.
TV commercials.
Oh, okay. And what kind of content do you post? Is it like pictures of the boats, of the water?
That Liz will be out there taking pictures of the boats with Pete and doing full 360-degree walkarounds of them to when everybody here sees Liz walking with her phone in hand to do something, we all kind of tend to run and hide because she wants to do different things. She'll do like, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? What's your favorite this? Or to post about how to dock your boat properly, proper fuel safety, um,
Hmm.
just really trying to get education out there to the boaters. And then we also post on there when we're hiring people too. So it ranges from everything.
Hmm. That's cool. So educational content, showing the boats,
Yeah,
and then people see it and they like the boat and they contact you,
they'll
and
contact
then
us mostly by email currently, and then by phone we'll reach out. We also use another tool to send videos of boats to people as well to show them what they're looking at before they even arrive here and to introduce our team so they feel very comfortable when th're walking through that front door.
hmm. Do you pay for advertising or no with the social media content?
We do. We pay for Marketplace to get ads up there that people are seeing them, and that's about as far as we go for paid ads right now.
Hmm. It would be
And we use
interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
and we use Kijiji and boatdealers.ca as well, so that's also paid.
Is that like boat trader?
That is like Boat Trader for Canada.
Oh, okay. What was the name again? Sorry.
Boat Dealers.
Boat dealers. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'm new in
Yeah,
the industry, so I would benefit from one of your projects that you're working on. Um, I think it would be interesting to try promoting the content that you're doing, like the walk around the boats and the educational content. You can also boost that on Instagram or Facebook so more people see it, and then you can target the people based on who you're trying to show the ad to. I would be curious to see if that, because if it's working organically, then it should work if you have paid traffic going through the ads.
I leave that up to the marketing team and they take care
Yeah,
of all that stuff. And that's why
smart.
we work as a team. I use everybody's strengths that they have and put them in the positions, whether, my marketing, one of the marketing people that I hired actually started off in our accounting department and now doesn't do anything with accounting and moved over to marketing full time. So it's being able to take the strengths of the individuals you have working with you
Hmm,
and putting them in their proper seat.
interesting. Yeah, so you're very big on team building, yeah, and putting everyone in the right position.
Yeah, you can't do much without a team. So you can't do everything yourself. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I learned at a very young age. You need to have people that are willing to work with you and not just for you. So it's building your team and creating your culture that you want here and having your customers want to feel that same experience.
Hmm. And
If
how do
people are
you?
happy coming to work, customers are going to see it when they're coming in or talking to them on the phone.
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you get your team to want to work with you and not for you in your dealership?
It's a great question. I think it comes to personality and getting to know your staff and have them know that you're there for them, whether it's in a personal situation or in a business situation, that you're here to help them and want to help grow them as an individual as well. So it's, saying good morning to everybody is key and walking in and being friendly and nice and making sure you know what's going on at your facility, having the right
Hmm.
people, your managers being able to push that on to everybody as well, that, be happy, be nice, be kind to people, treat people as they want to be treated. That was another big thing that I had learned, not as you want to be treated, but as they want to be treated, because not
Hmm.
everybody wants to be treated the same.
Yeah, love it. And Wendy, if you had to start from scratch, your dealership specifically, and you have three things that you can focus on, and you have to do it, and you have limited resources, what would those three things be?
Oh, goodness. That's a difficult question. I've been doing this for over 20 years. So to start fresh and to start my dealership over, I have no idea, to be honest. Three things. Like, do you want me to say, like, whether I'd have a sales department right away or just focus on service?
Yeah, like literally, you're in your bedroom, and the dealership just went broke. Like you need to start a new one from scratch. What would be like your first three areas of focus?
My first three areas of focus would be to build a sales team and to have two boat lines that are very well known.
Hmm.
Um, then to create a service team to be able to support the sales side of it.
Hmm.
And depending if you're a full service marina, I would want to be on the water to be able to test all the service work and test all the new boats coming in. I wouldn't want to have a dry land facility.
Hmm. Why is that?
I feel it's very important to be able to test the work that the guys are doing, and especially under load. So you can still always put earmuffs on the engines, but sometimes they don't react or do what they're doing as if they're out on the water, and you're able to test it properly. So, or even being able
Hmm.
to put boats in the water to make sure live wells are functioning properly before a customer takes them.
Got it. So sales, building your sales team, and
Yeah,
then working on your service team, and then what was the third one?
having a facility on the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. So that's like, um, if you're like in your last resources, those are the three things that a dealership owner should focus on.
I think so.
Yeah. And then how do you work on your sales team? Do you have a sales director? Do you manage them, lead them directly?
I manage them directly. I have a general sales manager that just recently started, and I took my previous sales manager and moved him into my sales inventory manager with my new distribution center. I needed somebody else to have very hands on all the inventory and where it's getting directed and who has what and who needs to get replaced with inventory when stuff is selling. Um, and then we also use the Marine Retailers Association of America for a lot of our education that we do. So our staff is able to log in, log on any point in time, whether from home or here, to make sure that they stay educated and up to date with the industry. So that's very
Mm,
important to me that they have the ability to do that. Within the marine
got it.
industry here, we don't have the same stuff in the States to be able to send our employees to. So, and not all our employees have passports either. So it makes it difficult
Mm,
sometimes.
so you need to be big on training.
Yes. In-house training. We'll bring London to do training before our show, and same with Sylvan. We'll bring them in to do training with our staff before shows. And they have a good handle on what's going on within the industry as well. And then being able to touch point on any upgrades or focuses of what they should be doing or what they should be talking about with customers.
Got it. That's why you're so focused on your project of bringing people to the industry, right?
Yes. So my other main focus is working with the marine manufacturers, mainly the engine ones currently, and creating an 8-week module to get into the high skills high schools here across Ontario to start. And then I'm hoping to work with MMA Canada to bring it across Canada afterwards. Start a little smaller, get everything ironed
Amazing.
out, and then to be able to put it in place and really bring it across Canada. When we were doing our conversations with high school students at the high skills high schools,
Mhm.
the biggest thing was they didn't know it was an opportunity. They didn't
Mm,
even know much about the marine industry. We brought a boat with us to a couple of the high schools, and the grade 11 and 12s, it was the first time they've seen a boat before or been that close to get into a boat. So it really opened up my eyes growing up in the industry how many people don't know about our industry and know of the opportunities that are available to them. And it's to start
yeah,
educating kids at a much younger age, grade 7, grade 8, because by the time the students are in grade 10, 11, if they want to go to welding or carpentry, they have tickets created. They know what they're doing. They already know where they're headed, so they have their plan. So we need to get in there much faster.
yeah, yeah. I feel there's like there could be fear because there's not a lot of structure. Not like trade schools for, as you said, like electricians. There's a trade school everywhere in every city in at least in the U.S. And so it's super easy to go that path. But then marine is like, where should I go? Where should I start?
No,
What's what's
exactly.
what's the name of the project?
I don't have a name for it yet.
Just starting.
It's just starting. So just working with the top engine manufacturers to see what we can do and pull together as an industry instead of as individually. It's very important that we all pull together and do this and focus the dealers, the manufacturers, boat manufacturers, engine manufacturers, parts manufacturers to be able to really get this completed, um, to get the
Yeah,
interest in the students or in the youth.
yeah. What are other challenges that you see in the industry?
Interest rates currently are a challenge for new sales for us. Um, we're not sure what's going on right now within the industry either. There's, high times where you're seeing sales for pontoons or for fishing boats, and that seems to have changed. So trying to figure the market out has been challenging. We have
Mm-hmm.
a luxury tax that we are fighting here in Canada that the government
What
is
is that?
tax
Sorry,
a
a
luxury tax,
tax.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
tax on anything over $250,000. And that doesn't even, people are thinking that the people who are buying these boats are millionaires. Well, you're getting a large cruiser, a 36-foot cruiser for that price, or a very large pontoon boat with twin engines on there for that price. So we're losing a lot of people to the States, or people that have homes in the States and homes in Canada.
Mm,
They're buying in the States and they're keeping their boats in the States. So that's been a big fight for us as an association and as marinas across
interesting.
Canada
Yeah,
right now.
definitely. So it's a mixture between policy and the market.
Yeah,
And regarding the market, how do you see the boating market right now?
the boating market right now, I would say, isn't the strongest that it could be. Um, Sales are down across the board, I would say. And that's why creating the lifestyle and getting people out on the water and educating the new boaters through COVID, because there's numerous amounts of people. The boating industry sold a lot of product through that point in time, but then we also
Hmm.
couldn't get a lot of product when we needed the product to sell. So it's educating the current boaters. People will get very discouraged if they're at a launch ramp and can't launch their boat properly or docking. So it's making sure people know how to do that stuff, and having the kids out on the boat and creating the memories with your family and the importance of that, and staying with it as life gets busy all over again, remembering the focus of family and friends, and just bringing yourself down again.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of new boat owners, right, from COVID.
Tons
There
of new
are,
boat owners.
yeah, and a lot of them are probably like second guessing their decision of buying a boat, and they're like, should I keep it? Should I sell it? So it's re-engaging those people.
Re-engaging those people, and then as life picks back up with all the travel and kids, that hockey is huge here in Canada, and it seems to be one of the
Hmm.
biggest sports. So for female and males, and parents are spending a lot of money. So it's now a lot of people don't have that disposable income, with mortgages that have increased because people didn't lock in their rates when they were low. They did more of a fixed rate here. So people are paying maybe $800 more than what they were 3 years ago on their mortgage payments. And that really affects what you can use your disposable income for. And the cost
Hmm.
of groceries and the cost of everything just consistently going up.
Yeah. So it's less interest to be in boating. Maybe that's what causes.
I don't think it's less interest in people that want to boat. I think it's the cost of boating and the cost of life in general right
Yeah,
now.
more friction could be like there's more way more friction now.
Yeah, I'm sure within the next year we'll start to see it balance itself out again. And we'll
Hmm.
be at a new normal of whatever that may be.
Interesting. Yeah, so it's just because of the economy right now. The economies, like even I don't know how the Canada economy is doing right now. Is it similar to US where it's not working?
Yes, I will leave it at that. Me and politics do not get along very well, so I will leave it
Yeah,
at that. Yes, the economy could be doing much better if our government did some changes.
yeah. So then once that friction dissipates and gets fixed, then the market will be way more. They'll have more tendency to get into boating.
Yes. Once there's more of a stabilized rate, like our prime rate, where people know what they're going to be paying and what's going to happen, then I feel like we're going to see more people stay in boating, using their boats. And of course, the boating industry is very weather dependent too. If we have nice weather, everybody wants to get out on a boat. But if it's raining or
Yeah,
cold out, well, then dealing with that, it's all natural effects as well within the weather.
yeah. Do you think there's a lot of people that would like boating, but they don't know it yet?
Yes, so discover boating. does a really good job on promoting it, and they're coming out with new campaigns with NMMA Canada and I believe the US as well, and Discover Boating about the lifestyle and what you can do. And there's even it's called Le Boat, and they're out of Europe, and they came into Canada 5 years ago. I may be off with my time frame there, but it gives people the opportunity to take these houseboat style of a boat through our locking system here to experience our canal. We're on a heritage waterway here, so people can take the
Mm.
boats and go into Ottawa or go up into the Kingston area and really experience what the waterway has to offer. And they advertise it internationally. So, so
Mm.
yes,
You get a lot of tourists.
yes, we can. And then we also have the ability here that people can do a loop, so they can go from here to Florida if they would like to, or through Montreal area. Uh, being on, we're not, we have locks instead of being just a lake, to allow people to go wherever they pretty much want.
Mm. How does that work? What do you mean by that?
So the locking system is there's different levels of the waterways. So you have to enter into the lock, and then if the waterway above us, so they'll bring you up into a locking system. So
Oh, okay,
they'll
okay.
fill this chamber up and bring you in, and then I don't exactly know the functioning behind it all, but that's what happens. Or you go into the lock and they bring you down to the water level.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally different than Florida.
yeah. Things that we take
um,
for granted here of it's just it is what it is, and you're so used to it. So
yeah, no, it sounds super cool, and I saw the pictures on Google, and it seems beautiful.
it's very
Um,
beautiful. A lot of country to see.
and you mentioned discovered boating.
Yes.
Their goal. I was in a webinar recently, um, and their goal is to, as you said, promote the boating lifestyle, right?
Promoting the boater. Yes.
Do you think that dealerships should also take that um, approach of also promoting getting people into the lifestyle?
100%. And that's what some of our social media is focused on as well, is the lifestyle of boating. Our theme this year is creating memories on the water. So getting out there with your family, taking pictures, sending them in, send them to us, we'll post them of what
Mm.
everybody's doing. Some people do day trips, some people go for a week on the boat. Some people will take their boat and camp at different areas. So there's so many things that you can do with the boat. So go visit different islands. Um,
Yeah,
there's endless opportunity, right, of what you can do and where you can go and where it can bring you.
yeah. Well, that's so cool. I love that idea of getting your customers to show their experience, to just share it. Yeah,
And we have
it's
a ton
magical.
it is. Tons of our customers love their furry animals and bring them on the boat all the time. So we always get pictures, and we have a little station in our sales department for water and food for the dogs when they arrive here as well. So
Love
making
that.
the experience for everybody in the family.
Love that. That's amazing. Wendy, what are some common mistakes that you see that other um, dealerships make?
I've never been one to focus on others. I've
Yeah.
always focused on myself. But, I'm always here to help with other dealerships if they have questions. So I don't think if we all didn't make our mistakes or have issues, we would never learn on how to resolve them. So we work with a lot of our other marinas in our areas if we have questions, and are open for them to call us as well to help each other out. So, and I wouldn't
Mm.
say that there's big mistakes that others are making. We all just do things differently and what works for our business.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's a great perspective. Is to focus on the positive.
Yeah, too many negative
Um,
things happen.
yeah, definitely. What are some opportunities that you see in the boating industry for people that are just getting started?
getting started in a career in it or getting started as boaters?
in a career.
So right now, if there's anybody out there looking to be a technician, they can get paid very well for it. Lots of opportunity to educate themselves and go to different schools. Every manufacturer has their own university or college that you can start and do online to get your tech numbers. So what's great with some of the different manufacturers, the engine manufacturers, if you start here and working, you can bring your tech number across the world. You want to travel, you want to start here in Canada, end up in Florida in the winters, come back to Canada in the summer. It's it's a great opportunity for anybody. And then you can also cross over into Australia or anywhere over on that side too to travel and still have a job somewhere. So there's there's endless opportunities to be a technician in the marine industry, but you also have sales positions that are open, service advisors, and trying to find people that understand the boating world is very difficult. Hence why I'm very involved in the education side to promote people to come into marketing, accounting, service advisor, service manager, sales. What else is there? Sales manager, even receptionist. The receptionist in your boating facility or your marina is key. That's who everybody sees and everybody talks to. So that person has to be well versed and,
Yeah.
very welcoming to people walking in or calling. They are your main point of that marina.
Yeah, opportunities all over the world,
Yeah,
and yeah, and then
water
boating,
everywhere.
boating all over the world and getting paid for it and learning
That would be
about it.
amazing.
Yeah. What do you like most about boating, about the boating lifestyle?
I like the most about boating lifestyles because when I get to go out on the boat with my kids and my husband and our friends and family,
Yeah.
everybody's all together. We have a 25-foot pontoon boat, so the majority of everybody can all get on together and just spending time with each other. The kids can't run away from me there being on the water. So,
Yeah.
talking and laughing and watching them tube or water ski, that's what makes me happy. And that's where, everything else is just gone for a while.
Yeah. It's amazing, right? It's so exciting to be able to sell it, to sell that. Right?
Yeah, I find even just being around the water, it's very calming. So if you've had a stressful day or need to just unwind, just to sit there and watch the water and watch people boating, that's how I can
Yeah.
unwind on a weekend at the cottage.
Love it. And then Wendy, last question. Um, what are you most excited about the vision that you have for your dealership?
I am most excited to see our new distribution center uh, really grow. We've just launched it, I would say a month and a half ago. Everything Once we start launching boats, everything just kind of combines together in the season. But I'm most excited to see if it's in a year from now, I can say we've opened up now 10 locations across Ontario. So I really feel the partnership with Legend and Pirate Cove Marina is really going to grow, and we're going to see pontoon boats everywhere soon.
So you want to be working across all Canada
I do.
eventually.
That would be
And
amazing.
what would be the service and the value provided to basically across the country?
So for the distribution that we have with Legend and to grow that across Canada, we will need to utilize other marinas as service centers for sure. And, just creating the service for other dealerships to make everybody more profitable in the end. And, just to see your idea grow across, it would just be amazing to see how well it works.
Yeah, yeah, love it. Yeah, definitely helping people across the country, and then giving them a positive experience without any problems. And well, maybe problems will be there, but at least solutions for them.
Exactly. That's all we can
Awesome.
hope
Well,
for.
yeah. Well, thank you so much, Wendy, for your time. Really appreciate it. All the information that you gave us here is super useful, valuable. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having